Okay, we have got the trucks wired up. Put the motor back in using goop. Put goop in there. And like I said, I use goop because I had put goop on this before. That's how I was able to take it out. And so I took it out, and all the weights I had in here, goop, I took them out, no problem. Now I put it back in with goop. So we'll get it set up. But I want to show you something. Okay, so let's give her a test. I don't have the drive shafts on it yet. We're getting to those. We'll give it a little test. There she is. Let's zoom in. Nice slow speed, huh? 1957 Gilbert Alco Diesel. It's got good high RPMs on this one. And that's a 24 volt motor, but it's got excellent low speed. It's got plenty of torque. Okay, let's try it the other way. So one of the things we was able to clean up with this is the sound. Not a grinder anymore. Not like it was originally. So it'll have decent sound. Okay, let's take a look at what I did. Alright. So let's take a look here. Now, the way it originally comes. And I will clean up the wiring after I get it all working. Originally it picks up one side here. See that? There's a little rivet that holds a wiper in there. The wiper was, I don't know why, there was a part cut out of it. It was also trimmed short. I don't know what happened to this over the years. But I used just some sheet copper, made some little strips, soldered on, and I soldered on another piece and got it all the way to the back wheel. So now I'm picking up from 3 wheels on this side instead of 2. And I went from the strip to the motor instead of, it goes from the strip through the truck to this, and then one wire up to the motor. That's how the original is. Okay, and now I'll show you the other truck, which is the same, which basically is the other side. So now if you can see what I did here. So the thing is, there's a traction tire right there. So I didn't bother making pickup for that. In there, if you can see, is a piece of phosphor bronze wire, which I bent a little bracket. Instead of gluing it to the truck like I had the first time, this time I glued it to the side frame. And that glob right there is baking soda and super glue. So now I've got 2 wipers on 2 wheels on one side. I put a piece of that clear plastic, I traced it with this scribing pencil, and I glued it on the side so it can't short. And then drill the hole, and up we come. And that's how we got power pickup. And the other truck is the same way. So I call that pretty good. So far, I like it. I like the fact that it does a good job of picking up power. Now, as you know, as I've said many times before, to make up for less axles picking up power, you can increase the weight, which I will also add a bunch of weight to this. But with these brass wheels, it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna add some weight here. Look how much room I have. I got that whole shell, and this is all that's in here. Got an entire. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go all out on this. You could put some mighty big speakers in here if you wanted to do sound. There is room in here for a small subwoofer. Since this is not a scale width hood, that thing would fit in here. And there seems to be plenty of room. We should have plenty of clearance. Yep, we got clearance over the top. You could do a whole bunch of stuff in there. But that's where we're at right now, and it's looking pretty good. Next up, we're going to take these drive shafts that we made, and what we have to do is, one, they got to be sized again. One's a little short. That's an easy thing to fix. Just by hammering, I can lengthen this just a little bit. That's all I need. This one is just a bit on the long side, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I did do some grinding on it. I'm going to try that because it's just a hair off, too long. Then what I'm going to try to do is take some of this blue swimming pool tube and make a little, cut a slice off. I can make a little rubber band around it, and I can put that over those sockets, and it'll hold it from coming out. And that worked really well when I did that on the 10 Shoto SD24. But that's where we're at, and we are in good shape to move on to the next step and get this thing running down the track.